Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be taking you through my ultimate beginner fitness guide. Now these are just some of the things that I wish I would have been told at the start of my fitness journey, and they are things that I would just love you to know if you are at the start of your fitness journey and you kind of here, there and everywhere because you're just getting fed so much information online, which I know is so hard these days. There's so many different sources of information and you just don't really know what to take in, what advice to actually use. So this is my personal advice that I would give to a beginner. This is just me basically talking to my younger self at the start of my fitness journey, and these are just some things that I would have loved to hear. So obviously I want to give you guys my advice as well, and this is some things that I would love you to know if you're a beginner as well. These can also just help if you're not a beginner too. It's just some things that a lot of people need to be reminded, me, myself included. I need to be reminded of these things sometimes as well. So I just want to kind of ingrain this advice into your brain because it's just so useful and so helpful. Also, can we just talk about the autumnal vibes as well? I feel like I am the epitome of autumnal right now. I'm wearing this big jumper thing. I feel like I've got a dark lip on and I don't know, I'm just feeling autumnal vibes and I absolutely love it. It's the start of September and I am ready for the winter autumnal videos. I am just so excited. I need to make my room look like an absolute shrine with pumpkin candles and Christmas candles. I need to get rid of these plants because they are just summer vibes and I'm over it. I'm over it already. The weather has been very rubbish actually as well recently. It's been really gloomy and cloudy and rainy, which is making me so excited for autumn and winter and just Christmas. It's such an exciting time of my life. It's my birthday, it's Christmas, it's New Year's, it's Halloween. It's just the best time. How can you not prefer winter over summer? I am a winter girl through and through and I just thrive in my winter seasons. I love the coziness, although I can't say that I care too much for the dark mornings. I don't think it starts getting light till about 8 in the morning, but it's worth it for the cozy vibes. I just love it. Although it is actually sunny right now, so I take that all back. But it's still exciting times, it's still exciting times. It's only the 8th of September, guys. We've got so long to go. Let's just enjoy the new season coming through. And if you are starting your fitness journey, going into these months right now, you're gonna have the best time of your life. I think that going to the gym in winter and autumn, like when it's cold, dark months, it's the best months to go to the gym. I feel like you don't think you're missing out on anything, because I feel like sometimes in summer, if I go to the gym and it's really hot weather, you think of all the other stuff that you could be doing, you know, like meeting friends, going out and doing stuff because it's nice weather. In winter, you're not missing out on all. It's literally just raining all the time and you just want to stay in the gym for as long as possible. And I just love it, like coming out of the gym, even maybe in the evening, like when it's dark outside, it's cold, and then you come home to a nice hot shower and you make tea, and I just can't wait. And it's also the season that I tend to eat more. I tend to go in a bit of a bulk in these seasons, so I just find the strength is just peaking in these months. If you couldn't tell already, I'm excited. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for this season or if you're a summer baby. I know that most people do prefer summer and people think that I'm a weirdo for preferring winter, but it's who I am. But I know there'll be some of you that prefer winter, so please let me know so that we can be twins. Anyway, let's get into the first tip. So my first tip would be, think about your fitness journey as a lifestyle and not a quick fix. So many people, beginners more often, run into their fitness journey, you know, like full steam ahead. It's so unsustainable and unreliable, and it's just not going to last you your lifetime. You need to think of fitness as timeless. It does not have an end goal and it is just ongoing throughout your life. You need to think of your whole lifestyle as being healthy and you being fit, which is obviously not just a six week thing. You want that to be a whole lifestyle thing. So you need to try your best to think of it as not a quick fix, not put a time limit on things. I know that people often put a time limit on how many weeks whatsoever, and that's fine if you are kind of following some sort of guide that is a certain amount of weeks. You need to know within yourself that after those weeks have finished, that is not it. You don't need to stop doing everything and then ruin everything that you've done and just kind of reverse it all. You need to carry on going and you need to think of new goals that you want to achieve. Yeah, if you are putting a time limit on fitness, as in you need to fit into a dress or you need to fit into some jeans, or you're going on a holiday and it's like 6 weeks away or something, you need to stop thinking like that and you need to just think, right, well, I'm starting my journey now, and once I go on this holiday or once I fit into this dress, the journey's not going to stop. It's just going to keep going, because we all know, every single person knows that once you start your fitness journey, once you start prioritizing nutrition, prioritizing your training and just your health in general, no matter what training that is, you feel so much better within yourself. And everyone knows that. People just don't like to admit it. People are too lazy to carry on with the journey, and people just give up. People don't want to commit making their lifestyles better because it's hassle. And that is the main excuse, really, I think, within people. People think that it's hassle, it takes time. My main advice would be to do it for yourself, do it for yourself, your health, your lifestyle, to be able to actually live longer in general in your whole life, and actually be able to do day-to-day activities with more ease, and just overall by feeling better within yourself. That in itself should just motivate you to be able to carry on with your fitness journey, just being able to feel so much better in yourself and be able to do everything so much easier. Just carry on going and just enjoy the journey that you're on. That is another point as well that I should make, but I've not really made it a point, but just enjoy the journey that you're on too. So many people stress too much and overcomplicate things so much, but it's not that complicated, and you just need to enjoy the journey that you're on. It makes it so much more enjoyable. So my second point would be to identify your why and also your main priorities within your fitness journey. So what I mean by you need to think of your why is you need to think about why you are starting training, why you're going to carry on training, and your why will help you so much when you're unmotivated, you've kind of lost track of your goals and your purpose. Your why will really take you back to that point and make you realize why you started your fitness journey. Sometimes lots of things can get in the way and make you actually kind of forget why you have started this fitness journey. So you need to think about your why, maybe even just write it down in a book so you can remind yourself of it every now and again when sometimes you feel like giving up, because I know that you just always need to be reminded of your why during your fitness journey. It can help to motivate you when times are tough and just remind you of why you are doing what you're doing. And when I say you need to find out what your main priorities are, this is because there is so many things that people tell you to do online, so many people giving you so many different information, and you just try and do it all at once because you're just being fed so much information. You just need to sit down and actually think to yourself, what actually are your main priorities? Is your main priority to build strength? Is your main priority to get better at running? Is your main priority to become more flexible? Is your main priority to be able to run a 5k in 20 minutes? You know, it's things like this. You need to think about your main priorities and why you are doing your fitness journey, which comes back to you need to know your why. So if you identify your main priorities, this can drive you in your day-to-day life to be able to work harder, and it's more motivating knowing actually what your main priorities are and what you are actually trying to achieve within your fitness journey. Obviously I do bodybuilding training, but if this is not what you want to do, you don't have to do it. Just because you see me doing it, it doesn't mean you have to copy me. If you prefer gymnastics, you go do gymnastics and you figure out what your main priorities are within that sport and you try and achieve those. You know, likewise with running, anything like that, it doesn't have to be bodybuilding training. It applies to every single type of training, any single type of fitness that's there to improve you as a person and your lifestyle. You just need to work out your main priorities within those things, identify them, write them down, and you can carry on working on them within your fitness journey. Now, these points are kind of all stringing together. They all kind of go together in a certain way, but I've just decided to break them down into points, but they all go hand in hand together really. So my third point would be to make fitness sustainable to your own lifestyle. Now obviously you can try copy what I do, you can try copy what someone else does and the next person in their day-to-day life. However, if your lifestyle does not fit to that lifestyle, it's never going to work. If someone is telling you to train 2 hours a day and you only have an extra half an hour in your day, it's not going to work. And when you try and make it work and it doesn't work, it's just going to make you feel horrible. It's going to make you feel like you're not achieving anything, and you're just going to feel like you're on this never-ending journey and cycle of just not achieving what you want to achieve because you're not achieving what somebody else is achieving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not achieving what somebody's telling you to achieve. Whereas you need to take this information in and adapt it to your lifestyle. If you only have half an hour in your day to work out, you do what you can in that half an hour, and you know that you have done the best that you can within that day to even just make the slightest change to your lifestyle. Any working out is better than no working out, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes, whether it's half an hour or an hour, anything is better than nothing. So you just need to know that anything is better than nothing, and you making the effort to do that half an hour of a workout in a day out of your long day is helping you out so much. And just because you're not doing a 2 hour workout, it does not mean that you are not doing something effective. and it does not mean that you are making less changes to your lifestyle than somebody else. At the end of the day, it's just going to make you feel more accomplished using your time to your advantage rather than trying to chase somebody else's timetable and try and copy somebody else's timetable when it's completely different to your own. And it's just never going to last if you keep beating yourself up about not doing enough and you're not doing the same as somebody else, as I know that it's so common to compare to other people, whether that's what they look like, what they do, what their lifestyle is, what they eat. Everybody compares to other people, and I'm just here to tell you that you will just get nowhere comparing. I do it sometimes, everyone does it, like, we're human beings, but I also need to listen to my own advice with this, but it literally does not get you anywhere. You just need to focus on yourself, your own journey. And yeah, you can take advice from other people. I love when you guys take advice from me, and I really hope that I can actually help you out in any way, shape or form. I don't know which way, but if I help you at all, then I'm so happy about that. But I wouldn't want someone to go and just copy my life or my diet directly. It's just not healthy. You need to work out what works for you and your body and your lifestyle, and that is how fitness will be sustainable for you in the long term. Okay. Next point, the fourth point, is going to be to do your own research. Now, as I said before, there's so much information floating about on the internet. There's everyone giving you information here, there and everywhere in both ears, and it just like goes in and then goes out, and you just don't know what information to actually take for yourself and actually utilize. So like I said, everyone's fitness journeys are completely different, and everyone's priorities and goals are also completely different. So you need to do your own research on your fitness goals and your priorities, and whatever sport you're doing, whatever type of fitness you are doing to make your lifestyle better, you need to do your own research on whatever that is, so that you can enhance your knowledge as much as possible to help you to reach those goals and prioritize those priorities as much as possible. Another thing that I will say is that you never ever stop learning. You might be the most highest level of something at a certain sport, but you never ever stop learning. Nobody ever knows absolutely everything, and you can always learn something off someone else. And I think that taking different bits of research and utilizing it for yourself and seeing which works for you best is really important and will help you reach your goals in the best possible way that you can. And then my last tip number 5, would be to keep things simple. Now, things get so overcomplicated on the internet. I know I keep talking about the internet, but I just feel like the internet is to blame for lots of confusion and things being overcomplicated, because as I said, people give you information from everywhere. You've got so many different opinions and advice being given, and a lot of the time you don't know which is true and which is false. And I am here to tell you that your workouts do not need to be complicated. You can keep your workouts simple. If you follow along with my workouts, you will know that I do about 4 or 5 exercises. Keep it so simple. I don't do any crazy exercises. They're all just very simple, the basics that just get you the results that you want. I know there's some crazy workouts on the internet, but trust me, they're not going to get you very far, and the basics never miss. The basics never fail, I promise you that. Hand on heart, I promise you the basics will never ever fail you. You do not need to overcomplicate things, and keeping things simple just makes things so much easier for you as well. If you're there stressing so much about like all these different exercises, different reps and sets and different variations, all these different things, and if you don't do one thing, you'll feel like you've not done something right, or you feel like you've not utilized your time enough. But I'm here to tell you that you just need to keep things simple, especially as a beginner. Doing all these different crazy workouts that are just not basic whatsoever, they are the complete opposite to basic. They are also going to be unsustainable, and a lot of the exercises like that are actually very prone to injury as well. So if you keep it simple exercises, you are less likely to injure yourself, and you are also less likely to just feel so overcomplicated within your brain. So please ditch all these crazy workouts that you might be copying, and they just maybe don't look right to you, but you're just copying it because somebody else that's got a lot of followers has done it. Then please stop. I know that it's not as common anymore in the fitness industry, and I know that lots of correct information is now being spread on the internet, which is really good, and I'm really happy about it, because when I started my fitness journey about 5 years ago, there was lots of those crazy workouts that I just used to go to the gym and be like, oh my god, this is making my bum so much bigger, even though it wasn't whatsoever. And I actually think that probably injured myself a few times because they were just so weird, and I'm like, how did anybody even come up with that exercise? How did anybody even think of that exercise. I think people are just bored and thought of different ways to like move your legs around your body. And you know what? I fell in the trap and I absolutely copied those workouts. And I absolutely made a fool of myself and thought that I was making progress when I wasn't. If you are that person right now, ditch those weird workouts and copy some simple, basic, follow-along workouts. That's what all of my workouts are now, thankfully. I can thankfully say I think they're very simple and they're just not overcomplicated. As I said, it's just the basics. But yeah, I think that is everything that I wanted to cover. I didn't want this video to be too long. Obviously, this is like a beginner's fitness guide. Even I'm talking about not overcomplicating things, so I didn't want to overcomplicate the points that I was talking about as well. Gotta practice what I preach. Yeah, those are my tips for my ultimate beginner fitness guide, and I hope this helps someone, and I hope that you take these on board. And I actually challenge you, I'm gonna set you a little challenge actually to do after you finish this video, which is nearly done, I promise, just 2 more seconds. I challenge you to either get your notes out on your phone or get a notepad and a pen, and I want you to write down your why. Why are you starting your fitness journey? Why are you doing what you're doing? And also I want you to write down your main priorities. It can be as many as you want, but think priorities. It could be to do with your diet, your eating, it could be to do with your training, fitness, it could be to do with your flexibility, it could be to do with anything. Write down your main priorities of what you want to achieve at the start of this fitness journey. But if you're already on your fitness journey, then maybe write down some priorities that you want to achieve from here onwards that you've not yet achieved. And I also want you to go away, it doesn't have to be today, but I want you to go away and do your own research on whatever you are trying to achieve on your fitness journey, and just try and build up as much knowledge as you can on the topic. And I promise you, it will help you so much with whatever you're doing. You want to know whatever you're doing in and out. You want to know it like the back of your hand, because that's just how you're going to benefit the most yourself. And let me know. I would love to know about your goals and your priorities as well in the comments. If you feel comfortable enough writing them in the comments, then please do, because I would love to hear some of yours. I just love reading through other people's goals and priorities and stuff. It actually motivates and inspires me as well on my fitness journey, because I can get in a rut sometimes. Obviously, I've been on this journey quite a long time, and sometimes it can get very demotivated, and sometimes you just get stuck in a rut, and hearing other people's goals and priorities can really just uplift you. It does with me anyway. I love hearing other people's goals. But yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos like this. I know it's a little bit different. Yeah, just let me know and I'll be happy to create some more. Give me some ideas in the comments of videos that you want me to do, especially coming into the winter months. I know I'm not like really a vlogger, but like, would anyone want to see some cozy vlogs maybe? I can't really do much in my house at the moment because it's all being renovated, so like I don't even have a kitchen really. But I'll try and do as much as I possibly can in my room. I can decorate my room for autumn and winter if anyone would want to see that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!